Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with my beautiful daughter Skylar. This is my oldest daughter and she is going to be my model today. Hi guys. We're doing a video for her school. For their show choir, I'm doing a rockette look. They are going to be performing a rockette number for their show choir competition routine, and I was asked to do this makeup look. I didn't want this video to go to waste because this is really the perfect look for a Valentine's night out. It's pretty dramatic and it's got some glitter, a beautiful red lip, and I just love it. This will be a makeup and hair tutorial. I'm actually wearing the look right now. I decided to go ahead and do the look on myself, but since it is for her show choir, I want to do the look on her so that all of the kids can obviously see it done on her step by step. If you guys would like to see how I achieved this look and see it done on her face, then please keep watching. You ready to get started? Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and do one eye off camera and then we'll come back on and I'll take you step by step through the process for the other eye. So now we have this eye completed. I'm gonna go through step by step and show you how to achieve it on the other eye. Let's get started, shall we? The first product I'm going to be using on her eyes is this palette right here. This is the CoverGirl Trunaked Nudes palette. It's got lots of nice nude shades. It's got some shimmery shades, and then it's got this dark shade, which is gonna go perfect. The first thing I'm gonna do, because I haven't done the base of her face yet, I'm just gonna take a little bit of her concealer. Whatever concealer you typically use, you can use this to prep your eyelid. This is just the Urban Decay Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. This isn't a drugstore brand. Any drugstore brand will do. And this is just going to give the eyeshadow something to stick to adhere to, and make sure that her shadows stay in place. And I'm just using a beauty blender to just blend that in. Now that we've done that, I'm going to take this beige shade because it's the closest to her natural skin tone, and I'm going to pop that all over the lid. That way your base is set and your shadows will not drag when you go to blend other colors into it. Now going in with this shade right here, this is a nice cool tone brown. I'm going to use this as her transition shade with a fluffy blending brush. I'm just going to use that to just blend right into her upper crease. And what this does is it's going to give something for the other shadows to really blend nicely into so that there's no harsh lines. It'll be a nice gradient finish. And I just remembered I forgot to put on the tape. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a little bit of just any type of Scotch tape. Take a little bit, pop it on the back of your hand to get most of the stickiness off. And what I'm going to do is put this on the corner of her eye. That way we get a nice cat eye shape very effortlessly. And you can also do a nice winged liner very easily with your eye taped off. Look at me. Instead of lining it right up against the bottom lash line, I like to go just a little bit below because we're going to blend in that lower lash line with the top part of the eye. So I just go just a tiny bit below, and I'll zoom in so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to go in with this darker brown shade right here, and I'm going to blend that into the crease as well. This is more towards the lower crease. And the key to any good eye makeup look is blending, blending, blending. So take your time and really blend those shades together. The next shade I'm going to go into is this shimmery brown shade right here. I'm going to pop this all over the lid. And we're just taking that shade right up to the crease, my blending brush, and blend back over. To deepen up the look and to create some drama, we're going to go into this darkest shade right here and put this on the outer V. This is where the tape is really going to come in handy. Just kind of hold it nice and tight, and we're just going to kind of wiggle that onto the outer V of the eye. Now I am going to go into the lightest shade right here, and I'm using this to highlight her brow bone and the inner corner of her eye. The next step is going to be liner. You can use whatever liner you typically use because you can use it all with the tape and it's going to give you a nice sharp cat eye. But I'm using my NYX gel liner. This is in the shade Jet Black. I love gel eyeliner for a nice matte wing. You want to try to stay as close as you can to the lash line when you're doing this. So when you get to that outer corner, you're going to just meet where the tape meets. And bring it up. Just figure out how far up you want your wing to go. Do you want a big wing, small wing? Go ahead and take the tape off. And when you remove that tape, you see she's got a nice sharp line right there. Now I'm going to go in with the glitter. I'm using my NYX Liquid Crystal Glitter. This is in the shade Crystal Silk. Just a gold glitter. The reason I like this is because it has a little wand, and this is honestly the easiest way to get a nice glittery lid. Try not to go over top of your liner. Try to keep the glitter right above it so that you don't have too much to clean up. When you're using this, make sure that you keep your eye completely closed and kind of fan it until it's dry, because if you open your eyes a lot when it's still in the process of drying, you're going to end up getting creases in that glitter. You can deepen up that outer V. If you need to make it any darker, you can just go right in and just blend it. Now we're going to do the lower lash line. What I'm going to do for that is just take a little bit of the gel liner again, and I'm going to put it right on the outer corner. Look up for me. Right on that outer corner like that. Just a tiny bit to help bring the look together, and I'm going to still finish up with the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with my NYX liner. This is just in the shade Jet Black, and I'm going to use this to put in her waterline and her tight line. And then to tight line, you're just going to hold your eyelid up. Take a little bit of that glitter again. I'm going to pop it right into the inner corner of the eye. This is going to really help the eye pop. Now going in with that darkest color again, I'm just using a little angled brush, and I'm going to use this to pop onto her lower lash line. Look up. Using the two matte brown shades, I'm going to mix those to blend out the lower lash line. Going in with lashes, I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. You can get these at any drugstore. Easiest way to put on false lashes is to take a mirror and really look down in the mirror. So look down and hold your lash up and place it on your lid like that. And how I do it is I place it in the middle first, and then I will fix the outer corner and then the inner corner of the lash. So now that we have the lashes on, I'm going to take a little bit of that gel liner again and go right over the lash band. I'm going to go into her brows, and brows are completely up to you. You can do a strong brow, you can just have your natural brow. I'm just going to deepen hers up just a little bit. She's already got really nice thick brows, which is fantastic. I'm going to take my mascara and I'm going to just wiggle her natural lashes and basically mold them with the false lashes. So look down for me. I'm just going to take it at the base and just wiggle them in. And I will list all of the products that I'm using in the description box. For the face, this is again something that's up to you. Everyone has different skin tones, everyone has different skin types. I'm going to use the foundation that she typically uses if she's using foundation, which is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is not drugstore, but you can absolutely find a drugstore brand foundation. I'm going to again use a beauty blender to just blend that into the skin. With foundations, the big thing to remember is you want it to match your neck. You don't want to have two different colors happening. I use a wet beauty blender or a damp beauty blender. I just put it under the water, squeeze it until it's basically doubled in size, and I use this to just push the product into the skin. The reason I love a beauty blender is because it gives the most flawless application. Okay, now we're going to do concealer. Again, I'm going back in with the normal concealer that she usually uses, which is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. You can use the NYX High Definition Concealer. That's a great drugstore brand. There's tons of them. The main thing with the concealer is that this is going to be what you use to highlight your face. So you want this to be about 2 shades lighter than your natural skin tone. Right around the nose where you probably get some redness. This is going to look crazy, but I promise it's going to look good once we're done. And if you're not into the highlighting thing, totally fine. You can skip this part and just move on to blush. Taking the pointy end of the beauty blender and blending all this out. And as you can see, that really highlighted the areas that we really want to bring forward in her face. I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte Transparent Powder, and I'm going to use this to set her foundation and her concealer so that it doesn't go anywhere. You always want to set any liquid products that you have on your face so that they don't budge. Now that everything is set, we want to bring a little bit of life back to the face, not have it look so flat. So I'm going to go in with this Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. I'm using this one because it is a drugstore brand, and we're just going to add a little bit of warmth back to her skin. And I'm going to do it right in the hollows of the cheek, but right around the perimeters of the face is typically where you would do your bronzing and contouring. I think this is the perfect blush to go with this kind of look because it does have some gold in it. This is the Milani Baked Blush in Red Vino. This is what it looks like. This blush is super pigmented, so you don't need much. Put that right on the apples of your cheeks and kind of work your way back. We are going to do a nice classic red lip. I'm going to use my Jordana Easy for Lips retractable pencil. This is in the shade Sedona Red. You can get these at Walgreens for like $2. So that is why I'm using this. I love these lip liners. What I like to do is go ahead and fill in the lip with the lip liner so that your lipstick has something to adhere to. And if your lipstick starts to fade, you're still going to have some color on your lips. I'm going to go in with the Jordana Modern Matte Lipstick. This is in the shade Matte Caliente. And I'm just going to set her makeup using the NYX Matte Finishing Spray. Close. One last thing that I forgot is doing her lower lashes. And we're just going to pop a little bit of mascara on her lower lashes. And that is the finished makeup look. Hopefully all of you guys were able to achieve this, and now we are going to move into the hair portion of the video. And we are moving on to the hair look. And the hair look inspiration, this is the hair inspiration that we are going for. It's just going to basically be kind of a bun in the back with a little bit of a poof right in the front. Pretty easy to achieve. She has got like mile-long hair, so hers is a little bit harder to achieve, but because her hair is very heavy, but we are going to do our best to make it happen. So the first thing we're gonna do is section off a piece of hair at the front, right about this much hair. Let me turn you to the side. So right here, and we're just gonna take that and we're gonna section it away. Okay, so now what I think is gonna be the easiest way to do this is to pull your hair up in a ponytail and make sure that it's nice and smooth. We're not gonna pull it right up on top of the head. Right about right here is where it's gonna go because you need to leave room for that bump. Let me take a little bit of hairspray. Make sure that you have bobby pins on hand, hairspray obviously on hand. And I like to use a teasing brush just to help smooth everything out. Take an elastic and pop that in. Hopefully this doesn't break. I've got the ponytail holder right at the crown of her head. And then I'm just going to spray it and get rid of some of these little flyaways. And if you have a lot of layers, you could even take a few pins and pin those pieces right now because all of this is going to be covered up. We're gonna go ahead and let this down and work on this little bump. Obviously she's got very straight, flat hair and we need to create some volume. So what I'm gonna do is take the front piece section by section. I'm gonna use a little bit of dry texturizing spray. I will leave all of the exact products that I used in the down bar. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of back combing. This is just a regular little teasing comb. Next section, same thing. Grab it all in my hands and kind of pull it back. Work on just smoothing it out a little bit. If anything looks really knotty, you can just kind of smooth it out. You don't want to brush it all the way through or you're going to brush out the teasing and you're not going to have the poof. It's going to go flat again. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to take a few bobby pins and pin that in place. Now we have all of this from the top piece. I'm going to take this and wrap it around and just twist it right around that ponytail holder. And if you have super long hair like her, you can wrap it and pin it as you go. If not, then you can just wrap it and then pin it once you get to the end. So now we have all of this that we have to get up into a bun. So what I'm going to do with hers, because she has so much hair, I'm splitting hers into two pieces. So I'm going to take it and split it into two pieces. And I'm going to start with this piece, twisting it to my right, and then going clockwise around the bun. And again, you can pin as you go so that it has a nice hold once you get to the end. And then I have this last piece and I'm going to again twist it, but I'm going to twist it the opposite way. And you can loosen this up as you twist to make your bun even bigger. And just keep pinning until you are happy with the hold and the way your bun looks. Then of course, once you get to that point where you're happy with it, make sure to spray it in place really well. And this is how we achieved the hair look that was inspired by the Rockettes. Okay guys, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely tag me in your recreations if you decide to wear this for Valentine's Day or some other event. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and follow me on all my other social sites. They will all be listed in the down bar below. And thank you to Skylar for being a part of this video and making her first appearance in on my YouTube channel. Have any words of wisdom?
No.
Nothing to say.
It was great. I look good. She's good at makeup and hair.
She looks beautiful, and it's kind of cool because we have the same makeup look on right now. Not the same hair.
Don't we look like twins?
But and I will see you in my next video, guys. Peace out.
I feel like you still need to come down a little bit. It doesn't. Yes, it does. You're enough to make it. There we go. There we go. Hey, and you just look at me. Try not to look at yourself. That's really hard. Say hi. Let me try that again. I felt like it was weird. They're going. Okay, just look at the camera. Ow! Is that falling? Of course, you spit the bit. Mom, I'm here. That was good. That was good in me. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to my channel again. Because once you do it twice, do it twice.